sexy image to the entire country and quickly transformed Manhattan's best-kept secret into a national pop music icon. Teens from across the country grabbed a hold of Madonna's brash, no-holds-barred approach, with girls emulating her eclectic lace and lingerie aesthetic and boys succumbing to her mind-numbing sexual appeal.
In the very beginning, actually, when everybody was like into my belly button, to me that was all a fluke. That was the way I dressed way before anything ever happened, and that people attributed all these qualities to me based on the way I looked, and it was all some pre-planned thing that I did. It was just funny to me.
There's a woman over there with hardly any clothes.
It must be Madonna. She's the darling of the New York discos.
By the time the soul and funk-infused Like a Virgin hit record shelves just 1 year later, Madonna had already become one of the biggest pop sensations in the world. A sex symbol with a decidedly innovative approach to sexuality in music.
I'm not any more overtly sexual than the Betty Boop cartoons that I watched as a child.
She was also developing into an intense and headstrong performer with an acute ability to remain relevant within the ever-evolving pop culture landscape. Madonna's brand of calculated free-spiritedness had helped her become an A-list sensation and had turned her into a role model for ambitious young women from all over the world. But no amount of forward thinking and personal brand planning could prevent the backlash her fame would elicit. Just a few months after the release of Like a Virgin, both Playboy and Penthouse published nude photos of Madonna, photos that had been taken while the Material Girl had been struggling to make ends meet as a small-time New York dancer.
There's a difference between saying, I made a mistake and I'm going to learn from that mistake, and saying, I regret something. I don't regret anything.
Madonna turned to new boyfriend, actor Sean Penn, for support in navigating the treacherous terrain of sudden fame and fortune.
It's just a joke. I'm so used to it now, but it's not peaceful and it's not fun.
You don't have any privacy. People feel like they know you, and they feel like they have the right to sort of judge you and write things about you.
Penn, who had also been experiencing a rush of success, and Madonna quickly became a united front. On August 16, 1985, the two were married at an outdoor ceremony in Malibu, California. But their marriage would quickly take a turn for the worse. Penn's frequent outbursts against members of the paparazzi, Madonna's self-admitted self-absorption, and the couple's critically panned tag-team acting venture, Shanghai Surprise, had turned them into what the media were calling the Poison Pens. The volatile pairing would prove too much for the two to handle, and within 4 years, their marriage would be over.
My new boyfriend.
I guess you know when you're in love and you finally decide that you want to make sacrifices for somebody else.
Amid all of the fury, Madonna found solace with the critical and financial success of her third album, True Blue.
Those are always the things that have done so well in my career, the things that I didn't put too much emphasis on, the things that I didn't try so hard.
But music wasn't Madonna's only passion.
Aren't you gonna frisk me?
I am a movie star.
It's important for me to be able to express myself as an actress, just like it is as a singer. It's an art form that I'm inspired by and interested in. When I cease to be, then I won't do it anymore. But I think it's an incredible medium, and I respect it. So
I think that you have to act when you sing anyways, no matter what. I mean, you have to portray some sort of an emotion.
In 1989, Madonna released Like a Prayer. Critics and fans alike heralded it as Madge's most inspired collection to date.
I had my own ideas about God.
But Madonna's spiritual awakening was quickly overshadowed by a very unrelated sexual awakening.
Amen. Have a great show.
The documentary Truth or Dare served as a candid exploration of Madonna's most private moments. It was an altogether new and exciting perspective into the life of a strong and dedicated woman with a fresh approach to gender roles and sexuality.
Being a sexual being does not cancel out being, a feminist.
Come on, girl, yourself.
Continuing her pursuit of sexual liberation, Madonna and photographer Stephen Meisel teamed up to release an erotic picture book called Sex.
Society's uncomfortable with anything that's different. Period. Well, I knew there was going to be a certain amount of shock, but I mean, not like that.
I didn't even know it was going to be a book. She threw me into her whole slutty package, man. And I wasn't digging it. She was not her. It just wasn't her,
Why aren't people inspired by everything that I've accomplished? Why is everybody afraid?
I know you want me. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Making waves in the media, Madonna released Erotica, her most sex-inspired album to date.
That's what I'm here for. Push the envelope.
It was difficult for me to be taken seriously because I flaunt my sexuality.
Madonna had spent the past few years exploring and exploiting her sexuality, and the public was growing disinterested.
Just know that if you're going to be a trailblazer or a pioneer or a revolutionary in any way, then you're going to go through periods where you're not very popular. It's too difficult for people to endow you with more than one characteristic. You're either the nice girl or the bitch or this or the that, but you can't be a full human being. People were so threatened by what I said and what I did that they just unleashed all of their fear and anger at me, and it was a really tough time. I mean, I had to really work hard to rise above it and not take it personally.
Recognizing the need to shift gears, Madonna assumed the role of Eva Perón in the critically acclaimed film Evita.
In the very beginning, I was drawn to her because I saw her as a strong person, and I saw her as a survivor. But the more research I did, the more I felt connected to her. I mean, she had a sense of sadness that she carried with her, I think, her entire life. And I could certainly relate to that.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Me as Evita Perón, I think that I'm the only one that can do it.
The pop star turned actress delivered an impassioned performance and was rewarded with her first ever Golden Globe trophy. When we come back, Madonna shifts gears and soars to new heights. Watch as Madonna finds love, lust, passion, and failure when Born to Be continues. Madonna's sexy, sultry, and ever-evolving pop stylings had helped elevate her to superstar status.
I love you too.
And had seen her through a laundry list of ups and downs, including a marriage,